Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the video of spooks, of scares, where I talk about spooky things. I'm working on 2 videos that kind of grew into something much bigger than I originally anticipated, so this video is gonna be out there for the world while those 2 bake in the oven. Since I have no video ideas in mind, what I'm gonna do instead is just talk about random scary stuff. Basically, I'm just gonna yap about scary things for like 15 minutes. I don't know how long this video is actually going to be, but that's about the time frame I'm assuming it's going to be. And yeah, just to start off, we're going to be talking about the dark. The fear of the dark? Okay, we're talking about the fear of the dark. I was sitting thinking of, okay, what scares me, right? And all my life, I have always been bothered of the dark. Okay, that sounds kind of stupid, but let me explain. It's like an innate fear in all of us humans to like be a little bit uncomfortable when in dark places or being near dark places. But for me, I have always just had this like crippling anxiety when near the dark after I've seen something scary. And then I had the question of, why are we scared of the dark? For me, I get scared because I see scary stuff, and then I think that scary stuff is in the dark, right? But I wanted to know what the heck is in the dark. So I went to Google. As a child, darkness can be scary because it limits your vision, making your imagination run wild, conjure fears of the unknown lurking in the shadows. Alright, basically, after doing like 3 seconds more after... Okay, so the basic concept of it is, like I said, the fear of the dark is not necessarily the dark itself, but just thinking what's hiding in it, you know? And yeah, that makes sense because I feel like it's in our human nature, like our primal instincts to like look at the dark and expect the worst, because in nature, in the wild, stuff like freaking lions hide in the dark. That's a lie. They actually hunt in the sun. And when we see the dark, it's like and when we see the dark and when we see the freaking dark, okay, there we go. Well, now I can't use that because it's a And when we see the dark, we get scared because of that innate fear to survive, because something could be hiding there. That makes sense as a kid, but now grown up, me personally, why am I still scared of the dark? I believe I'm scared of the dark because of the belief that a freaking home intruder could be hiding in the dark. I guess it's a realistic fear, but at the same time, like, it's like 1 in a million chance for me to get a home intruder. But I probably only have this fear from a movie I watched like apparently 10 years ago, but I don't remember watching it. It's called The Strangers, right? This movie is literally like one of the best representations of the fear of getting home intruders in your house and them not having the best intentions. I want to talk about this movie now, but I can't show any footage from it because if I do, I'm gonna get my freaking bunghole stretched open sideways from YouTube. So I'm not going to do that because that doesn't sound fun. Instead, I'm going to draw it out, what I'm talking about, for you on screen. So the plot, the very summarized plot of The Strangers is there's 2 people, a dude and a girl. They get together, they're on their honeymoon, and 3 insane people come to mess with them. And one of these insane people is a girl that comes up to the door and knocks on the door. But it isn't chill, it isn't like knock, knock, knock. And then, you know, they conversate. This woman is awkward and weird, and she talks in a very uncomfortable way to me. I don't like it. She walks up to the door, knocks on it. The wife opens it and is like, is Tamara home? Bruh. Okay, that was kind of a bad, you get it. It was, let me redo that, okay? She comes up to the door and is like, is Tamara home? Dog, that went hard. And you know, if I ever saw that, personally, I would just get a gun and shoot her. If someone came up to my door and asked me a weird question like she did, I would immediately think this girl is a diversion and I'm currently being robbed for all the things I care about, all the things I cherish, and everything I love. But in this movie, getting robbed is actually the good ending, because what ends up happening is basically the man and the girl, the married couple, they get murked. I'm not gonna lie to you, they die. But before that, we see this really unnerving scene of one of the home intruder crazy people. It's a dude wearing a sack bag mask. He invades, he breaks in the house, and the wife is in the house doing very mundane tasks like drinking water, and he is just behind her, and like the camera is in a room and she's like the closest right, And in the far left of the shot, there's the man in the sack bag mask hiding. And there's no jump scares, there's no sudden loud noises while he's on screen. It's just this awkward stare down between him and her, but she doesn't know he's staring at her, so it's just very uncomfortable. And like this scene really represents that fear of the dark, because for me personally, whenever I go upstairs after watching something scary, I'm not looking directly at the dark and getting scared. I'm scared of what happens when I turn my head away from the dark, and then whatever is in the dark could be watching me planning its move. I don't know where my mind comes up with this stuff, but that's how it works. And I'm just a very paranoid. Is that a word? Very paranoid. It's like the fear of the unknown. You get what I mean? Like, us humans, we like having information, and the dark obscures our information or our gathering of information. So we're like naturally on edge because of that. I think that's why the dark is so scary to me, and just people in general. But moving on, you know what's the opposite of the dark? Light, you goofball. Life, you freaking life. Life is the opposite of dark. Light is the opposite of dark. And you know what else is pretty bright? Those biblically accurate angel videos. Don't look those up before you're going to bed. They're super freaking bright. It's like a flashbang. But I bring up these videos because if you're familiar with my channel, which chances are you're probably not, I do not like eyeballs. That sounds weird saying it without any context, so let me explain. Eyeballs, if they're like the main feature of like a character's design or a creature's design, it's most likely gonna bother me. And I dive into this on a separate video on my channel, so if you want to hear me go more into depth on this random phobia of mine, definitely watch that. But right now I'm gonna kind of dive back into the topic because I wanna, okay? I just wanna. I don't know why I got so mad at you. I'm sorry. Are you okay? I love you. But yeah, these biblically accurate angels are terrifying to me because of their massive eyeballs and the absurd amount of them they have, because there's a lot. But the way these angels look may be intimidating to me, but I did see a comment on one of these videos talking about how if these are the things that are protecting us against demons, you know, that's kind of comforting, and I do have to agree, but I'm still a little bit shook when looking at them. You get what I'm saying? You get what I mean? You get what I'm freaking saying? I literally just brought up the biblically accurate angel eye thing because I want to smoothly transition into what I really wanted to talk about. A creature or a fish. I want to talk about a fish. The ocean is really, really big, and I'm implying that I'm scared of a fish. What fish out of the million, billion, zillion, jillion fishes out there could I be scared of? Well, okay, now that I'm thinking about it, there's kind of a lot of fish I could be scared of, but that's not what I'm trying to say. There's one specific fish in my mind right now, and guess what? It's not even on planet Earth. It's on a different planet in a game, and that game is Subnautica. I've already talked about this game, so I don't know what's wrong with me, but I had to bring it up because I just discovered this fear. In Subnautica, there is this fish called a mesmer. The mesmer. That mesmer. It's a mesmer. And just by looking at it, it is pretty scary. I can't show an image of it from the game because I would quite literally die if I did that. So instead, look at this awesome artwork someone drew of me getting freaking by one. That's cool, right? I don't know why I can only look at the mesmer through this drawing, even though this art looks like it was they just ripped the mesmer from the game and put it into 2D form. But I don't know, it's the only way I can look at it, and I'm going to be referring to this image in this video. I'm just going to be showing only this image in the video when I'm talking about the mesmer, because I refuse to look up any videos or images of it. By the way, go check out the artist of this artwork. His name is Duke Coffee. His socials and all of his goodies are in the description. He's cool. Everyone show him some love. I love him. I love him a lot. But yeah, back to the mesmer fear thing. I only think I'm scared of it because of its eyes still, but it's not because it has large eyes, because in this game there are creatures in it that do have large eyes and that do bother me. Two of them being creatures I've already discussed in this what's my biggest fear video, so go check it out if you want to hear about it. No, screw it. I'm just gonna tell you right now because you don't have to watch it. You should watch it. You should watch it, but I'll tell you what the creatures are real quick. There's this one thing called a crash fish and another thing called a cave crawler. I think cave crab, one of those two. I can't do it. No. And if you can see by the images on screen right now, big eyeballs, massive eyeballs. That's like a main feature of their design is their eyeballs. That's why they scare me. But the mesmer doesn't have this, so why does it scare me? Well, I think it's the weird pupils it has. If you can see from this art, it has these like frog-like goat pupils where it's like wide instead of circular. and that's not cool. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of hate that. But not only that, they have where the white part of the eye is, it's yellow, and I also think that kind of bothers me. Dude, I am genuinely getting chills thinking about it. I'm in my closet right now thinking, I'm in my closet recording this freaking audio and thinking about it. I feel like claustrophobic thinking about this, and it's like such a weird thing to be scared of, because this thing is literally like the most minor creature in the game. It's like the freaking slime of Subnautica, except the slime is much more common than the mesmer and actually kind of useful. The mesmer is just there and it roams around. It's just like a basic fish, kinda. It has a gimmick. When you get close to it, it hypnotizes you, and you would think that's why I would be scared of it, and it is kind of scary, that part of it, but that's not why. It's those eyeballs, man. I cannot even stand to look at those things. It's really weird. It has like these two forms. Okay, I wouldn't say they're forms, but it's like poses, I guess. There's this one pose that it's in while it's just roaming around as like a basic fish, and it's just like, I guess, like a vase shape. It's like big and then small. I'm gonna draw it out for you so you get what I'm saying. And then whenever it spots you and tries to hypnotize you, it like opens up into a flower shape, and that, my friend, that's awful. I don't like that one bit. I hate that. The mesmer isn't just scary because of its eyeballs. Its entire being bothers me, but its eyeballs do definitely contribute. It helps out with scaring me. Now, on to the final thing I want to talk about. Hold up, let me go to it. Oh yeah, wait, there's nothing else. The video's over. Let me wrap up here. I'm doing a little jiggy dance for you. If this entire video was confusing, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the Shook channel. Get comfy. Here's a popcorn bucket. Here's a bucket of popcorn. Get yourself a drink. Get yourself a Big Red. This is my home. This is the home of me. Yeah, this video was really fun, if you couldn't tell. It's also very different from many other videos I've done, because I literally just like made a script in under an hour and just sat in my closet. It just talked for 30 minutes currently. But yeah, the only reason why I'm doing a video like this is I won't drag out the story too much, but basically I haven't uploaded for 2 months because I made making videos not fun. That's just something only I can really do, really. Like, I can make things boring and unexciting because that's how I am. I'm a freaking loser. That's a joke, but I made it not fun. So I guess I took a break, and a lot of stuff happened during that break, and now we're here with this very messy video that was extremely fun to make. I forgot to say something. I'm releasing something. It's Christmas related, even though it'll probably be out next year. So look forward to that. And also another videos in the works about Halloween. Okay, bye. See y'all. Love y'all. Wait. Oh yeah.